B- I'm waiting for the live to come on. Wasn't sure when we was here. BB and Jack Fruits. What's up, party people? How's everybody doing? Hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. We got a couple of things to talk about today. First thing I want to say is this. Um, I know often here we talk about the accuracy of the content that we create, right? So also shout out to everybody that reached out yesterday in all capacities that people reached out. I absolutely appreciate you. Shout out to everybody that reached out to me yesterday. Yesterday was my birthday. Shout out to everybody that reached out. We had some people that reached out, said hi. I appreciate you. I promise you I do. We had some people that reached out, sent like them like uh when you DM people, I don't know what you call them shits, memes. So some people pulled up to our Instagram and said hi. Some people pulled up to our Cash App and said hi. I appreciate everybody that acknowledged my birthday yesterday. Really do. You have no idea. You have zero idea. And as you saw yesterday, we were still working out in the cold on top of that because it was cold out there. Also, yesterday, blessings, just blessings on top of blessings. We had the opportunity to meet some people who are basically kind of in the same thing that we're trying to pioneer right now. And they're doing a different aspect of what we're doing. So hopefully by next year, by next season, we will be able to work together on some of these games and possibly, because they're uh creating an aspect of the program. I'm creating a different aspect, and the things that I want to move further with. They are creating something that is a necessity. So hopefully we'll be able to work with them. They was at the game yesterday doing their own telecast, I guess you want to say. Hopefully we'll get the opportunity to work with them. Don't shit. So it was three gentlemen that I ended up meeting. And real talk, first of all, I was introduced to them by a different individual who we're also going to be trying to get something going with. We're going to see what happens. Just blessings on top of blessings. Shout out to the Most High. He's just sending so many opportunities our way, right and left. So he introduced me to the other three guys. And the dude, I say what's up to the first guy. He's an older gentleman. I say what's up to the second guy. He's an older gentleman. The third dude knew exactly who I was. Before I could really get anything out, he was like, Jack Frost. Like, before I even got the opportunity to say my name, and he started telling them who I was. Yo, he's the guy. He was covering the Takashi situation over here. So that was just all lit. It's so dope that so many people remember me for doing such a great job on that. Blessings, glory be to God. Nothing, I am nothing without him. I'm everything with him. With that being said, today we're going to be talking about Puff Daddy. We're going to also, just so we can be clear, be talking about the mayor Eric Adams. I've been telling you this for quite some time now. Just so we can be clear, I told you that Eric Adams and the Democrats were going to have issues. I've been telling you this since he got elected. They sick the feds on him, fam. So we're going to have a conversation about that when we get the opportunity. And for anybody that's wondering, it's kind of like 30 degrees outside, fam. So we inside. If it was a little bit warmer, maybe we would have went outside today, but it's like 30 degrees outside. And we're late because as you've seen, we already uploaded a video this morning already. I was actually going to do a separate video, another one. But I decided let's get into the live first. Anyway, we're almost at the 5-minute mark. That's generally when the show starts. So we're going to be talking about Puff. There's something I want to say about this just to start the whole conversation off. Let's do roll call real quick. Shout out to Artie D Glass. He pulled up in the chat before we even got up in here. He threw the Cash App up there. Definitely appreciate you, my brother. Shout out to Blackout, the White Castle Chef. He says, God bless you, Jack Frost. Bless you too, my brother. Bless all of us. We woke up today. We're going to try to do something in order to magnify his name. We're also going to try to just become a little bit better of a version of us than we were yesterday, today. Like, you don't have to work on all of the things, but, there's a little thing somewhere over there. And you can put some energies into improving that situation. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put a little bit of energy towards improving the situation. Like, we can't fix everything in a day, fam. Rome was not built in a day. But what we can do is lay some bricks. So today we're going to lay a brick. I ain't that kind of might have came out the wrong way. In two different ways, it came out the wrong way. Also, apparently, I am not talking about stools, nor am I talking about drugs. I want to be clear on this. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. Also, um, so we're gonna be talking about Diddy. So, do you remember the other day when before we even really heard what the complaints that Cassie had about Diddy was, one of the things that I told you is that he used to force her to have sexual encounters with other men. So pay attention. This dude that just came out and spoke, Roger Bonds, that's what I believe his name is, Roger Bonds. He just came out and spoke, and I want to be clear on something. I believe the reason why he's just saying male prostitutes is because he doesn't want to say who it was, because then now he's going after people. And this isn't about going after people. This is about going after Diddy. I'm going to say that again. Listen, remember previously when I told y'all, now I'm not saying what I said was true. This is just allegedly. But do you remember previously, one of the things that I told y'all Diddy allegedly did was you could just be at Diddy's crib just hanging out. He'd be like, yo, you want a blowjob? He'd be like, yeah. He'd be like, yo, Cassie. He'll bring over an artist that he want to sign. Yo, Cassie. So, just so we could be clear, when homeboy is saying that these was male prostitutes, I believe it's because he just don't want to, he want to keep it about Diddy. He don't want to tell you this person was involved, that person was involved, that person was involved. Because also, pay attention, listen, pay attention, right? So he paid the prostitute and he paid, are you listening to what they're saying happened? Not that Diddy was getting paid to have people sleep. No, you're sleeping with her. You're giving me something in return. Remember, Diddy's a hustler. I'm giving you something. You giving me something. Diddy a hustler. Why do you think 50 Cent was like, yo, this dude talking about he gonna go take me shopping? I mean, I don't understand none of that shit. But I ain't gonna lie to you. Some dude is like, yo, we doing some regular shit. Nigga talk about, yo, he probably think I'm like, got problems or I got money situations going on. Nigga like, yo, we already exchanging some shit. Nigga throw some shirts in the fucking bag. I'm not gonna complain. Like I got some shit. I'm not gonna complain. Because one of the things that you do have to understand is the Bible says that we're not supposed to turn down anything that somebody is giving us from their heart. So when somebody is giving you something from their heart, it's kind of a sin. You're not supposed to turn it down. You understand? In any regard, I want to stay on the Diddy thing real quick because I need for y'all to understand what's actually going on here. They're getting rid of Diddy. They getting him up out of here. I'm not sure who he pissed off. I'm not sure who he made angry. But this is about removing Diddy. Period. What they're doing to Diddy, they're going harder on Diddy, or they have the ability to go harder on Diddy, pause, than they did Kanye. Kanye did what I think the smartest thing you could do when you start making money. You only having sex with one woman, fam. If I got more than one woman in my life, that's because my wife allows it. You get it? Because I'm chasing my purpose. I'm not chasing women. You get it? The Most High's just blessed me, and I'm going to take his blessings and I'm going to squander them by engaging in hedonism. Get it? I know early in the video, often when I'm saying things, it sounds like I'm just rambling because I'm talking about so many different concepts at the same time. that might not seem like they run parallel, but they actually do. So I get it. I understand why when we're talking about something, sometimes I got to talk about it for 2 or 3 days before people could be like, oh shit, this is what he's saying. I get it. So what did I say when we first started speaking about this Diddy shit? I said, yo, they also removed him. They removing his stuff from Macy's. Remember when I told you about that? I mean, it was already news. It's not like somebody hit my phone. I just read it somewhere. They were removing his Sean John brand from Macy's. That can make or break you. Like, let's say they decided to put our BBN merch in Macy's. I'm an immediate millionaire. Shout out to the blackout the White Castle chef. He says, happy 47th, my brother. One, shout out to you. Two, I'm going to remove that and say, please, let's have a little bit more candor than to be out here just yelling out what you believe somebody's age to be. You could be a little bit more tactful than that, my brother, but I definitely appreciate you. No hate. Yes, I've taken very good care of myself. I have not been a drug addict. I've generally taken really good care of myself. Just so we could be clear. And I'm not 47. And that's a fact. Let's get back to the show. I want to be, while we on this topic, let's say I was 47 right this second, right? Let's say I was 47 right this second, right? Anybody asking me how old I am, I'm putting you on a timeout. And the second time you ask me how old I am, I'm just kicking you. Hope you can understand that dynamic. Okay, one, I'm not 47. Could everybody stop putting that in the chat? I'm not telling nobody how old I am. If you don't know how old I am, it's your problem. It's not mine. Okay? I'm asking, fam. Okay, so this is what you're gonna do. No matter how many times I ask you to not do that, you're gonna just keep doing it. You just black out. You're just gonna keep doing it. Like no matter how polite I am. Sheesh. Anyway, let me get back to the show. This is, and then if I'm not polite, people are gonna say I got a bad attitude. Do you understand? Do you understand? Sheesh, fam. Anyway, with that being said, I'm not 47. I'm really not. Okay? It's all good. Now I'm gonna go. All right, so also just random thought. I never really tell anybody it was my birthday. Like this is just like a new thing since I got on social media. Generally speaking, before like 2000 and maybe 15, 16, I never really told anybody it was my birthday. I literally just walked around like it was a regular day. If you didn't know, you just didn't know. It was just not something I did. Didn't think it was important. I also treat Christmas like a regular day. All of these days are just regular days to me. I didn't grow up with any kind of anything happening. So this is not this all of this shit is just regular to me. You feel me? So never feel like me not being invited to something or me not going to something that I'm even invited to. Like I feel like I'm missing out on something because I promise you my hands are fast. Because I promise you I don't. That was crazy, right? My hands are fast. Real. Let's get back to what we're talking about. I appreciate everybody. All right. I just I don't know. I'm not that guy. All right. I'm not that guy. I'm an old dude. But if you think that way, you grow that way. So I don't think that way. You understand? I don't think I'm old. I don't think I'm young. I just think I'm me. All right. So also, I still feel like I look like, to me, I look like I still look like when I was like 35. I know I don't, but I look at myself in the mirror every day. I can't tell how fast or slowly I've been aging. I have not the slightest idea how none of us do, by the way. You think you do, but you don't. All right. You really don't know how the rest of the world see you because you see yourself every day. Every day you look in the mirror. You get it? Every day you see yourself. The rest of us that don't see an individual every single day, we can notice the differences. We notice the change. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Watch pop doesn't bore you. So let's get back to Diddy. I want to say this and I want to be clear. These are allegations. This is what his bodyguard said. I've been saying quite a few things when I told y'all about Diddy. I keep telling y'all I know about these dudes. I keep telling y'all I know about these dudes. Arthur D. Glass, you in here, right? Is there a time that I told y'all something that was like low key about a rapper or anybody in pop culture or any celebrity, and I've just been wrong? Well, I've been pretty accurate almost every single time. I've been like, yo, so I heard. I've been pretty accurate almost every single time, have I not? So I say all this to say that I say all that to say this. Diddy isn't straight. Diddy isn't gay. Diddy is allegedly, literally one of those dudes that just do anything. Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. I do not know this to be true. This is just something that I heard. Diddy finds pleasure in sexually humiliating others. So he'll do something to a guy, but it's not because it's for sexual gratification. It's because he want to dominate that individual. You understand? So now when you hear about what he was doing to Cassie, think about that. Diddy is not straight. Diddy is not gay. He was just one, allegedly. He's just one of those dudes that will do anything. He's dangerous. Allegedly. So, homegirl got her money. Homegirl got her money. Dude that was going to take the stand and be a witness for her comes out. One of the stories that he says is there's this one time that Diddy beat Cassie so badly that they had to send her to Hawaii so nobody could see her. He beat her so badly they had to send her away so she could recover, and people that was coming around didn't see how bruised up and battered she was. He was talking about another situation where he was beating on her, and dude is trying to grab Diddy. No, it's his boss. He don't know which way to go about it. And Diddy just beating her bloody, allegedly. I don't know what Diddy did or did not do, but they coming for that dude. And I will not be surprised if he isn't in jail at some point. I would not be surprised if he's not in jail at some point. I just wouldn't be surprised. Um also There was another guy that one of these assault things just came out about also. So did y'all hear about the Aaron Hall conversation? So there was a chick that now is saying she had Aaron Hall's kid. And now she's coming out because everybody's talking about this grooming shit now. I want to say something, and I want to be clear about this, right? I want to be 100% clear. I'm going to tell you what the problem is. The problem is this. We live in a society where marriage is not important. We live in a society where people's first thought, it seems, about a relationship is the sex. That's people's first thought about the relationship, sex. So just because you say you find somebody attractive, or if somebody thinks that you find somebody attractive, the first thing they think is you want to have sex with them. Not you like their smile. Not that's a nice outfit. Not I like how you carry yourself. But only you want to have sex with them. That's the problem, that we live in that society. Because I want to say something, and I want to be clear on this. If we can all agree that the average man isn't ready financially, mentally, spiritually, just in general, isn't ready for a relationship until he's in his late 20s, early 30s, then why are we telling women to look for somebody that's their same age? Shouldn't a 20-year-old woman be looking for a man about 25, 26? Not looking specifically, but if she can't find somebody in her age range that is gonna be able to protect, provide, do whatever the, you know what I'm saying, the man is supposed to do in because I'm curious about this. The reason being is this, and you notice I'm using the number 5 specifically because when I was growing up, the studies were being done. Basically, they were saying if a man is about 5 to 6 years older than a woman, the relationships last better. And I'm saying, generally speaking, that might be because we tend to follow the person who's older than us. Everybody tends to live in this dichotomy that age is wisdom. So if you're in a relationship with somebody who is comparable age to you, there's going to be times where you're going to think, well, how does this person have more experience than me? So I kicked somebody because they was trying so hard to do the thing that I didn't want them to do. And I just was checking to see whoever this. Oh, shit. Okay. Appreciate you. I'm not showing nobody the message. Appreciate you. Appreciate that. Even if the person didn't want nobody to know they said happy birthday to me. I appreciate that. For real, for real. No cap. Anyway, so I want to be clear about something. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. What I'm saying is I believe we do relationships wrong. And I think that men like Diddy exploit aspects of what we're supposed to be doing for their own benefit. I believe that men should be dating somebody at least 4 to 5 years their junior. This is what I believe. I believe because of the time and day and age that we live in, people just in general don't want to follow somebody of comparable age. So if you're to be the king of your castle, just because of the way that we run society currently, it's in your benefit to have a little bit of seniority on your woman. It's going to help the relationship. Just so we could be clear. So I want to be clear about this. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. Should a man be dating a woman 20 years his junior? No, I don't. I don't even think that's gonna work. I'm just being 100% honest with you. I don't think that's gonna work. I just don't like if you 20 years old, if you 40 years old and the woman you dating is 20, I don't know if that's gonna work. If you 40 years old and the woman you dating is over like 26, 27, or in that age range, yeah, maybe because they're over the 25. You know, I always talk about that 25 area. They're over the 25 area. So yeah, that could work. But Diddy was 37, she was 19. So I just thought that's too much, fam. So I'm gonna tell you a funny story. So I have a really bad habit of if you're staring at me, I stare at you. I don't do it on purpose. Sometimes I'm not even there. I'm like in my imagination or some shit. So not thinking about you particularly. It's just that I can't explain it. It's just something I do. So I've done it damn near my whole entire life, ever since I was a kid. It's sometimes it could be creepy. I'll be honest it could be creepy. I stare. I wish Kendra will pop up because she'll tell you about it. We'd be in public and Kendra would be like, "Stop staring." I'm like, "What am I doing?" She'd be like, "You're staring at people again." I'm like, I'm not really looking at them. Okay. I didn't want to really explain it. I'm not really looking at them. I'm doing something else. But my how do you say? I don't know how to say it. Uh just no, I don't know how to say it. But anyway, I'm not really looking at them. She used to always say that shit. Stop staring at people. I'm not staring at them. Just looks like I get it though. In any regard. Um so a while back, I go into a what's this shop? A fucking it's on 42nd Street, the donut spot. What's the donut spot? Krispy Kreme's. So I go inside of Krispy Kreme, right? It was like I don't know, it was like over the summer. So I'm on 42nd. I'm chilling. I love going to 42nd to chill, right? I used to do it all the time. It's just a good, nice place to just walk around and look. When we get a girlfriend over here, we're gonna probably go down there and spend some time down there, especially like in the midnight, because that's anyway, I know the perfect times because obviously I know all the content creators and everybody's out there. Anyway, in any regard, so I go inside of the Krispy Kremes, and I'm gonna tell this story, you rat bastards. So I go inside of the Krispy Kremes, and I get up to the get my donuts or whatever, and so I accidentally scoop shorty. I did not do it on purpose. I promise you, I didn't. Um, it absolutely wasn't on purpose. It was just I was just having a regular anyway. So I scoop her. Comes to turned out, find out the girl's about 21 years old, 21 years old, 22 years old. This happened over the summer, just so we could be clear. Um, I'm walking out of the place. I'm like, hey, I still got it. Hey. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So I go look at her IG and I'm like, sheesh, man. So no, I don't think any person that has their shit together should be just dating any like you're gonna it's the easy way to lose your shit being together. That's all I'm saying. In any regard. Let's get back to Diddy. We only had 29 minutes. We just bullshitting this morning for the most part. Let's get back to Diddy. I bought coffee so I didn't have to go to the store in the morning because I'm tired of the bullshit happening. So I said, I'm gonna make coffee in the crib. One more thing I want to show y'all. This is without a shadow of a doubt the best coffee creamer I have ever had. I don't know if it's because of the company or if it's because of the type. It's white chocolate mocha. This is hands down the best creamer I have ever had. I'm gonna taste a different flavor at some point. This I think this is the only creamer I buy from now on. I think I don't buy. That's what I buy now. I don't see no other creamer. That's what I buy now. Sheesh. I do have a question. Y'all want to talk about Hassan Campbell? I wrote just want to see comments. I meant to write just want to see results. There we go. Do you think Diddy will be going to jail at some point? Absolutely. He's too slippery, and you just want to see the results. Like this guy Diddy, he's just a slippery character. There's no way that they're gonna get him. He's like an eel in the waters, a saltwater eel in them salty waters. That guy Diddy, they never gonna get him. Diddy on the run. He on the run like NWA in 1991. Wait, what? Nobody wrote absolutely so far. We got 2 votes. One guy said he's too slippery. The other guy said, I want to know what the one guy said. All right, come on, let's go. I don't know if my chat is stopped because sometimes when I kick people, my chat gets stopped. So let me just check and see if my chat got stopped. What y'all want to talk about today? Put it in the chat, fam. Let's go. We doing whatever. I'm about to talk about this. What's his dude name? Hassan Campbell, by the way. And I want to talk about 10 Toes Down. I just didn't put him in the title. I saw and I want to be clear about this. I don't think any content creator should be approaching any other content creators wanting to fight. Just like I don't think people should be talking crazy about each other on the internet. Copy? So as much as I do not think 10 Toes Down, as much as I do not think that 10 Toes Down should have been doing what he was doing, you can't talk about people crazy on the internet, fam. And not everybody got time to wait for God to get around to it. Not everybody's that patient. Not everybody's patient enough to wait for God to get around to it. That's all I'm saying. So, the fact that dude did that, I have to be against it. We can't have that type of energy. We can't do that type of thing. But at the same time, fam, you can't just be talking about people like that. Not everybody going. Not everybody is gonna wait for God to pull up and do what God got to do. Some people is just gonna be like, you know what? I love you, God, but it's taking too long. It's taking too long. Not everybody got patience, man. And I'm not saying everybody is meant to have patience. You know, some people are meant to be impatient because certain things can't get done if they're not. Right? I'm gonna turn down this red light a little. Hold on. Some people are meant to push the algorithm, right? So we gotta be mindful of that. Hold on, that's too much. Hold on, that's too much. Hold on. What the fuck did that flip? What does that do? I don't know what that does. I don't know. Hold on. I'm like, hey, all of the things. Okay, hold on. I like this. I like this red. I like this red. I like this red. Ooh. Is that what I'm at? Are we that way? Okay, a little bit lighter. Give me 1 second, y'all. I think that's it. All right, let's get to it. Let's look at the vote real quick. We got 5 people that voted. Says, do you think Diddy will be going to jail at some point? 40% said absolutely. 40% said too slippery. 20% said I just want to see the results. So what's that? 5 people. So it's 2, 2, and 1. Now look, I want to play about this. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. I am not saying that any of these things I know to be definitive proof. I wasn't there, but I am telling you that there are many stories about Diddy going around the industry. Like there's a lot. Like you understand? Do you know that Kim Porter's sister is now, well, she's been for quite some time now, trying to come out and saying that Diddy was behind Kim Porter's deletion. You understand what I'm saying? Like Diddy is being accused of a lot of people coming up missing, fam. I'm not saying that any of this is true. I'm not saying that he made anybody come up missing. I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying that there are accusations out there made to this extent. That's what I'm saying. There are quite some. So first they said Diddy has something to do with Pac. I think that was strategic. You understand? Pac is extremely loved. Once you bring up the possibility that Diddy could have something to do with Pac, now when you bring up all that other stuff, people jumping on board. Oh man, not just Pac, Biggie. I'm not saying that any of this is true. I'm saying this is what's going through people's mind. All right, yo, not just Pac, but also Biggie. So he got his own shit he got to deal with, man. He about to be up out of there. Don't be surprised if he's up out of there, because it's looking smoky right now. I know y'all want to talk about Hassan Campbell. Y'all ready to talk about Hassan Campbell? Do you guys want to talk about Hassan Campbell, or you want to stay on this? Come on, what we doing? You want to talk about Hassan Campbell? Or you? I'm gonna put my own comments in there if nobody else is gonna comment. If no one else is gonna comment, you rat bastards. No one else is gonna comment, you rat bastards. I'm gonna comment myself. It's gonna comment. I'm gonna comment myself, you rat bastards. Nobody else gonna do it. Let's talk about Hassan Campbell. Y'all ready to talk about Mr. Hassan Campbell? I want to stay on the 10 toes down Hassan Campbell conversation. I believe they're the same conversation. For everybody that don't know, this situation, both situations happen in Bronx River. Dude was in where the jump off happened with 10 toes down. That's right on the corner with the Chinese restaurant. Like that's right there, fam. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's where the bus go. Like that's the safest part of Bronx River if you're gonna be over. But it's also where I can't tell you what's going on over there. But like that's the through part of Bronx River. You understand? That's like when you're not going to Bronx River. Okay, so for everybody that don't know, there's a bridge. So it's Bronx River right here. Then there's a river. Is that a river? I don't know what the fuck that is down there, but it's a bridge. There's an actual bridge. I think it's a park down there. It's like a bridge you go over, and there's a park down there, and you go over the top of a bridge. So Bronx River's like at a dead end. And when you go around to the other side, there's the highway. Like it's a dead end. You understand? The part where 10 toes down ran up on whoever homeboy is that he ran up on, that was like the area of Bronx River where you can like pass through safely, you know, Kinda, obviously, for reasons. What homeboy better be happy about is this, that there wasn't no random niggas outside. Because I promise you, that's not just Bronx River, fam. That's the Bronx. Let some random niggas would have been outside, especially after that shit just happened the other day with Hassan Campbell. You let some random dudes would have been outside and would have been hearing that one dude was talking mad shit about the other dude, and now them niggas is in close up in personal, and the nigga ain't saying nothing. He trying to get out of the conversation. Them niggas would have followed them niggas wherever, amping that shit up and making something happen. I promise you. They would have started roasting dude that had the phone. I don't know who that dude is. Somebody could put his name in the chat. They would have started roasting that guy. You on the internet talking crazy, then you see dude in person and you talking about it's all internet games. Some of us don't play that. That's not, we don't do that. Some of us, we don't do that. It's always, when you understand the value of life, how easy, and you understand it, not just see it, but comprehend it. You just start looking at shit different. You don't got a choice. You understand? Oh, behind the ball? Ain't he another 2.0 guy? Hold on, stop. Isn't it behind the ball 2.0? Who started 2.0 on the internet, nigga? Part of my language. Y'all know the answer. Who started 2.0 on the internet? Let's hear somebody come in here and say I didn't, and I'm going to tell you when and how. Who started for all of y'all that see 2.0 everywhere on freaking Instagram and YouTube, we started it. Do y'all remember when I was kicking people? And I was telling y'all better come back and make a 2.0? Well, how long ago was that? About 5 years ago? 4 or 5 years ago? Tell me where the lie at. I kicked that nigga from here. The reason why his name is 2.0 is because I kicked him from here. He made a new name. That nigga? I'm making some coffee. I'll be right back. Fam, I kicked him from here. He had to make a 2.0 so he could come back to the chat. He using that as his main page now? Oh, man. Weirdos, fam. That's who he had beef with. They're just weirdos. I keep telling you. The people I got problems with is weirdos. Now do you see why I don't want to argue with none of them? I keep telling you, the people that be arguing with me is weirdos. I keep telling you. Why do you think I don't want to argue with none of them? They weirdos. Can somebody tell me what the beef with him and 10 Toes Down is, if anybody knows it? These dudes is weirdos, fam. I told y'all. Who? Name one person I said was a weirdo ain't a weirdo. Yes, dude. How many 2.0s are they on social media now? How many 2.0s? Every time you see a person with they got the idea originated here. There was no 2.0s on the internet before we told people to go make 2.0s. That's not cat. That's why I can't never talk about the shit that I've done, because it's always going to sound like this nigga can't be serious. And it really be true. It really be true. You'd be like, this nigga can't be serious. He think he did everything. Shit is crazy. I don't know what to tell you, fam. That nigga, he a cornball. That behind the bar dude is a cornball. That behind the bar dude is a cornball. Now I see why 10 Toes Down wanted to put hands on this nigga. Don't do it though. Don't do it though. But that's that guy. No, like, these guys is weirdos. And these are the people your children be following. They weirdos. And these are the people your kids want to be like. Weirdos. Any regard. He lucky. Not that people. All I'm saying is that is an area where people be congregated. He probably went there only because he didn't see nobody outside. I promise you, the dudes that be standing in front of that store, niggas like him don't want to walk past. I promise you. Ever. I'm gonna be honest with you. So there's certain type of I don't want to say what these guys is doing, but I also wouldn't want to get caught up in anything. So I gotta take back the statement. But I wouldn't walk past them for a different reason. Just so we can be clear. I have a lot of life experience. I've had some weird shit happen to me before. I've gotten locked up for standing in a place and not even knowing the niggas I got put in cuffs for standing in the place and not even knowing the niggas that was getting arrested. Don't know these dudes from Adam. I'm just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Walking too, not even doing nothing. Police used to be different in the 90s, fam. It was different. Y'all niggas is complaining. I get it, but it was different in the 90s. Hold on. 10 Toes Down is in the Bronx? Or because dude just went to go get a sandwich. How did he get there so quick? 10 Toes Down is in the Bronx? He looks like he's a Bronx nigga. So he might look like he's a Bronx nigga. Nigga, 10 Toes Down in the Bronx? And nigga pulled up. I want to explain something to y'all for everybody that don't get it. First of all, there's a lot of tough neighborhoods. There's a lot of tough neighborhoods in America, in the world. All right. So there's a lot of tough neighborhoods in the world. So this isn't me trying to pretend like the Bronx is the toughest place that's ever been. But we up there. We up there. Okay. We up there. We're not the toughest place, but we up there. We're in the running. And I'm not talking about places like Chirac where they just indiscriminately killing people. Because in the Bronx, we are cold. We got code in the Bronx. And the code in the Bronx goes so deep, even civilians got a code. The Bronx is the main borough that if you walk out a door and somebody hold that door for you and you don't say thank you, they're gonna have words for you. They're gonna like, who taught you manners? Bronx got code, fam. Even the most savage, wildest niggas out there got a code. So I'm not talking about places like Chirac where they just shooting and killing people. They don't care who die. I'm not talking about places like that. That's a war zone. It's not a neighborhood. I'm not talking about war zones. That's a war zone. That's not a neighborhood. The police have to be a certain ability in order for it to be a neighborhood. When there's no real police, when the police only show up to get in the shootout with you, then that's a war zone. the police only show up to get the help with the shooting. That's a war zone. Anyway. So very soon, the trial involving the murderer of P&B Rock is going to start. Do y'all think we should try to cover that? Do I know something you don't? Do I know something you don't? Pretty soon, the trial for the man who murdered P&B Rock is going to start. Do you think we should cover that? Now I'm going to look at you extremely slyly. Now I'm going to ask you a question based on the first question that I asked you. Do you think I might know something about that? Now I'm going to take a long sip. The coffee's really hot. So that was a short sip. The coffee is really hot. So that sip couldn't have been much longer than it was, because then I would have been spitting it out onto the computer. It was hot. I told y'all who I was. You should have believed me. Be right back. I had to blow my nose. That's all. Told you who I was. You should have believed me. And just so everybody could be clear, that would mean that Jack Frost would have to fly to California. That means that obviously there's going to have to be some kind of, I don't think I'm going to need a security detail for this, because there might need to be one, but it might not need to be one. I don't think that this is something that people are going to be like, we don't want it covered. So I might not need a security detail. Also, we have actually, shout out to the Bay. We actually have a pretty big following out there in Oakland. Shout out to the Bay. Salute. We have the Bay merch coming. And also, let me, we have Coney Island merch coming. I'm going to need a second. I want to show y'all something. Give me 1 second. I meant to send this to my, before the show started. The other day, not even today. This is one of the things I've been working on. And I'm gonna, it's in, Ah, shit. I can't even show it to you anyway. All right, I can't show it to you because I don't have the damn flash drive plugged in. I had to. It's on the other drive. It's not plugged in. All right, so I'm gonna show it to y'all at a different time, obviously, because I can't show it now. But we already have Coney Island merch that I've already been creating the already. It's kind of lit too, by the way. So that should be posted extremely soon, and because I gotta go. I gotta buy some new merch to walk around in too, so I'm definitely gonna cop some of the Coney Island shit. That's a fact. That's a whole fact. What was we on real quick? What was we talking about before we got out of here? Could we talk about Beyond the Ball for a couple of more minutes, and then I want to talk about Hassan Campbell. I appreciate everybody that be in the chat keeping me on topic. So I want to say something, and I want to be extremely clear about this whole behind the ball going over there. Hassan Campbell just got shot over there. So you wanted to show you as a tough guy that you would still go to the neighborhood that Hassan Campbell got shot in? I just wanted to explain that so everybody could understand how big of a sucker move that was. And I'm not trying to shit on you, fam, because I love you. But could we start thinking with our brains some? What kind of sense did that make? Like, why are you trying to get clout off of the fact that another nigga got shot? Tell me if I'm saying anything wrong, by the way. So shout out to you. No hate. Zero hate. I'm very happy that 10 Toes Down didn't put hands on you, because then he might have risked going to jail. We don't need that. So that part. So that part, just so we can be clear, that part. And I wouldn't want you to be injured because I'm not on that type of time. We're not doing that. But 10 Toes Down says something to you. And this is the part that y'all guys don't get. We're always going to be able to go further working together. We're just going to go faster working by ourselves. But we're going to go further when we work together. But you guys don't want to work together unless it's with toxicity. Some of us, we can't really vibrate at that frequency. I mean, we can, but we choose not to. So I want to clap it up for 10 Toes Down. You know I F's with you, homie. And I want to say, with all honesty, right? All honesty. You mess up what they're doing when you a shit talker that don't want to fight. Because some of these dudes is talking that shit and they do want to fight. Hassan Campbell really didn't want to fight. He was out there talking crazy and he had a knife. He just wanted to talk crazy, and if something happened, he wanted to be able to back somebody up off of him. That's what he was doing. You see, a nigga that carried a knife but ain't broadcasting it, that nigga gonna stab you. I promise you. He gonna stab you on the pole. He gonna stab you as he's taking it out of wherever he has it. I promise you. But that dude that pulls it out and trying to back you off with the knife, he don't really want to stab you, but he will let you stab yourself. He will let you accidentally fall into the knife and get hurt. He's not trying to stab you. I don't believe Hassan Campbell was trying to stab anybody, fam. If I'm lying, put it in the chat. If I'm saying something I don't know what I'm talking about, put it in the chat. A knife and a gun is two different things, fam. When you pull a knife, you gotta use it. You pull a gun, you could back a nigga off because a nigga be like, oh, you pull a knife, a nigga will still have heart. You pull a knife, you got to use that. And now you at a disadvantage. You know you got one. So I don't believe Hassan Campbell was out there to do anything to anybody. I believe he was out there pump faking the whole entire time. He needed content. It is what it is. I'm not even mad at him because that's what his people want. So for anybody getting mad at Hassan Campbell for creating the type of content that his people want, that don't make sense. That's what they want. All right. They want to see him go out there and do wild, zany things. I'm not going to knock him for it. I'm not going to talk down to him about it, and I'm not going to kill him over it. That's what his people want. That means that there's a market for what he's doing. And since there's a market for what he's doing, and that's what his people want, he might be ethically wrong. His wound didn't change arms. I'll explain that in a minute. He might be ethically wrong. He might even be wrong by the most high standards. But by what we do in social media, or what people do in social media and how they use social media, he's not wrong. And so many people are out here criticizing him that do the same exact thing. They just do it in a different way. That's called a hypocrite. Dude said Hassan's a whole weirdo fraud. His wound changed arms. His wound did not change arms. You just don't know how cameras work. That's all. But that's okay. All right? His wound didn't change arms. Nick the Slick says, salute Frost and the gang. Salute. How you doing, my brother? Shout out to everybody that said what's up to me yesterday. Yesterday was my birthday. Shout out to everybody that pulled up to the Cash App. Sometimes when pictures are taken, the negative is reversed. You don't never see Instagram posts where the model words are backwards on their shirt. You mean, I hope you're right. You hope I'm right about what? Even if I'm wrong, what does it matter? Me being wrong about this is going to be the end of the multiverse? Like, what if me being wrong about this is going to do about anything? I would like to know, just asking. In any regard, the way cameras work, you ever seen the Instagram posts where it'll say Tommy Hilfiger backwards? You think they made the shirt backwards? You guys just, when somebody don't like you, they just take every single thing and make it seem like the worst. They just everything. Somebody don't like you, everything is for some kind of nefarious reason. Logic just escapes them. Logic doesn't exist anymore when people don't like you. Like, logic doesn't exist. Niggas is like, you just called something a stunt that was real. So how could I know that anything else you called the stunt wasn't real? He actually got shot. So how can I believe everything that you say is a stunt is actually a stunt and some of this stuff wasn't real? It seems to me like no matter what happens to Hassan Campbell, some of you people are going to say it's a stunt. Right? It don't matter what happened. If Hassan Campbell die, you're going to say it's a stunt, right? It don't matter. Right? Just hate for Hassan Campbell. That's it. Every comment, every thought, right? How he get the bullet? So for people who have never known anybody that's been shot or injured, one of the things that they will do when they take the bullet out you is show you the bullet. They didn't give it to him as far as I know. They came in there and showed him the bullet and he took a picture of it. He has the bullet at home? Does he have the bullet at home? Did you see him with the bullet at home or did you see him with the bullet in the hospital because they took it out of him and came and showed him the bullet like they do? So you seen the bullet at home or you seen the bullet in the hospital? What happened with the phone? I explained what happened with the phone numerous different times. When you lose reception, just so we could be clear, when you have a live stream and you lose reception, when they go post the live stream back and make it a video, they're not going to post a part of the video where there was no reception. How can they? There was no reception. No, people could, if you're wide awake when they take the bullet out of you and you're wide awake, they can turn around and show you the bullet. You're wide awake. You trying to say that, hold on, just so we could be clear, I'm not talking about you was knocked out unconscious, they took the bullet out you, and now you're reviving and you're waking up, and then they coming up and they're like, here's the bullet. I'm saying you needed not that much anesthetic. They was able to anesthesize you, I guess that's the way you say the word, and not have to put you completely to sleep, lay him on his stomach, take the damn bullet out, then he lay on his back and they could show him the bullet. I don't understand what's so hard about that. And about the video, I didn't say the bullet can't move. That's probably why they had to take the bullet out of his back when he got shot in the shoulder. In any regard, so it's a smash cut. That's all it was a smash cut. That's it. That's all it was. I think he saw the people that was coming up on him. He backed out of the app. I don't believe his app just turned off like he's saying happened. I believe he backed out of the app. And then when they got in the car, he came back into the app. That's all I believe happened. That's it. Y'all got to get that off of you. That thing on y'all that make y'all want to troll. That thing on y'all that make y'all want to be divisive. That thing that's in y'all that make y'all want to be negative. That thing that's in y'all that make y'all just want to push up against things instead of understand. Y'all got to get that out of y'all. Like, that's not hurting me. I know y'all laughing because y'all think y'all being so funny. But while I'm moving closer to God, y'all getting further away from him. Don't lose that aspect. All that's being used is I'm just being used as the device to move you further away from God. That's it. As you come in here and do all this hateful stuff to me, and I don't return anything back to you. I'm just talking in general. As long as I don't return any of the hate back to you, you just moving further away from God because you're just being evil. And you're moving further away by yourself because I'm not moving further away with you. Because if I was returning that same energy, I would be. Your explanation is way more believable than his. He should have hired you to explain it, fam. I don't know what his explanation was. Put it in the chat. Yeah, I don't know what his explanation was. Put it in the chat. I don't know what his explanation is. For the most part, well, I can't say, I don't know what part of the explanation that you're saying that I'm saying that is better than his. Let me explain it like that. Anyway, we got a poll up. Do you think Diddy will be going to jail at some point? The 44% said absolutely, 33% said too slippery, 22% just here to see the results. Please go vote. That's after 27 votes. What's the temperature outside? I'm curious. So we might hopefully be in negotiations. Hopefully to go to California for a couple of weeks and cover the PNB Rock trial. Just so we could be clear for nobody that's never been with us when we've covered the trial, we are the best at it. Glory be to God. All right? This is not hubris. This isn't ego speaking. We are the best at it. They're trying to catch up. Just so we can be clear. I wish we were in the state that we're in right now when we were doing the Taxstone trial, because we would have been doing a better coverage. If we go cover this PNB Rock trial, we're gonna make Philly proud. I fuck with Philly. Yeah, I know it. Shout out to Philly. That's a fact. There's a reason why Hove went to Philly. There's a reason why Hove went to Philly, all right? When that Nas beef start getting sticky. Shout out to Philly. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Covering the BNP trial, PNB Rock trial. And I want to get back to us. You know, I can't wait to get back to us covering cases. You know, I cannot get wait. I can't wait. We got some cases that we could have been covering in New York, like Trump, but I don't know. I just went again. I just decided against it. Kind of at the last moment. Kind of at the last moment. I decided against it. So it is what it is. There's a lot going on over there that we don't really know yet. So it'd be nice to be in the court and so that'd be nice to be in the court room and be doing that. That'd be nice. There's a lot we don't know about the case yet. And remember, this is the situation where allegedly homeboy was called his son to go do the PNB Rock situation. And then eventually, like his girlfriend, that isn't the mother of the kid, but is his girlfriend, ended up calling the police on them and turning both of them in. Something along those lines happened. Yeah, so something along those lines happened. We don't know entirely yet. It'd be dope to be in court, document that. What I might start doing is I think I'm going to start turning everything into a book. I think I'm going to start turning everything into a book. I still have my Takashi notes, a large percentage of them. I have all of my Taxstone notes. I think I'm going to start, even when I'm collecting the data with the understanding that we're going to make a book. Maybe this could be a new book series that we start on. But I think that's how we're going to start collecting the data. Especially, if people are going to be sending me around the nation to do these things, I want to give them their best bang back for their buck. And the best way I could do that is to make sure that as much of the story get out there in as many different ways as possible. Right? What y'all want to talk about, put it in the chat. Remember, I've been telling y'all they wanted to send me out there to cover the PNB Rock trial. I've been telling y'all. I don't know if we going, but I've been telling y'all. I've already told y'all who I was, man. All right? It's not my fault if you didn't believe me. Yo, we literally did start that 2.0 shit on the internet, though. Moment everybody was coming back with 2.0s because I was kicking everybody. Where you think everybody got their idea for? Why you think everybody, fam? We started that 2.0 shit. This is a fact. Fucking knee. We started that 2.0 shit, man. Appreciate you. Everybody saying happy, still saying happy birthday to me. Appreciate you. What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. We got our computer back and everything, and I already got a video I want to do for the day. So come on, we gotta bring that content. You gotta bring that comments to me. We gonna talk, or I'm getting off and I'm gonna go make some content because I already got a thing that I want to talk about, and that's why this show's kind of light right now. I should have did the fucking video part of my language. I should have did the video before the show started. That's why the video is light right now. I want to get to work on other stuff. So I'm just being honest with you. I'm ready to go keep the show back to an hour and a half so I could start working on other things because we got we almost all the way back up and running. I'm just telling you what it is. I'm ready to go work on some projects right now. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. I think I'm gonna scale back morning coffee so I could get more time during the day to work. And I have to figure out we're going to be working on a couple of different streaming apps today to see if we can get them to run the right way. So is there a splitter? Like, can you get a USB splitter? Does a USB splitter exist? Hold on a second. They exist. But can I use this for a computer? For a laptop? They exist. I got to go buy one today. Maybe I just order one and let them just ship it to me in a day or two, right? I need a USB splitter. I need a USB splitter. All right, couple of just little tiny things we need. That's it. Just little thing here, little thing there. We off to the races, man. I want to get off right now. The computer. Live. I just realized that after I said it, I needed to add words. I want to get off of the live right now because I want to get to work on other business. And if you understand that, I love these long lives. I will have days where we'll have long lives. I'm gonna keep those specifically for the days where the chat is banging, because on the days where the chat is moving, it just makes more sense to have longer lives on those specific days. But as of right now, I am extremely excited. I have other work that I want to get to at the moment. I'm extremely excited. We got a lot of things that's coming here. You just don't get it. We got a lot of things that's coming. So I need to go work on some of my skills. I'm excited. Like, comment, subscribe. I need for y'all to go find something today worth doing. Do it. And it stamp God's name on it. Glory be to God. Like, comment. We didn't read the word today. Hold on. I'm excited, fam. You have no idea. Hold on. They didn't send me a word to read today. They didn't send it. So hold on. Let's go find something real quick. Give me 1 second. Okay, they did send something apparently. Hold on. They just didn't alert me. Hold on. I will read the whole passage, but first I'll tell you the part that they sent. They sent John, First John, verse 4, chapter 4, verse 18. That's what they sent. Hold on. So I'm gonna read what that is first. and then I'm going to read the whole chapter since it's not that long. First John chapter 18 verse 4. Chapter 4 verse 18. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casteth out fear, because fear hath torment. He that feareth is not made perfect in love. I'm going to read the whole First John chapter 4. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of God, because many false prophets are going out into the world. Hereby know ye spirit of God. Every spirit that confesseth that Jesus Christ is come in the flesh is God, is of God. Hereby know ye the spirit of God. Every spirit that confesseth that Jesus Christ is come in the flesh is of God. And every spirit that confesseth not that Jesus Christ is come in the flesh is not of God. And this is that spirit of Antichrist. Therefore ye have heard that it should come, and even now already is in the world. Ye are of God, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. They are of the world, therefore speak they of the world, and the world heareth them. We are of God. He that knoweth God heareth us. He that is not of God heareth not us. Hereby know we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error. Beloved, let us love one another, for love is of God, and everyone that loveth is born of God and knoweth God. He loveth not, knoweth not God, for God is love. In this was manifested the love of God towards us, because that God sent his only begotten Son into the world that he might live through him. Because that God sent his only begotten Son into the world that we might live through him. Herein is love, not that we loved God, but that he loved us and sent his Son to be the propitiation for our sins. Beloved, if God so loved us, we ought also to love one another. Beloved, if God so loved us, we ought also to love one another. No man hath seen God at any time. If we love one another, God dwelleth in us, and his love is perfected in us. Hereby know we that we dwell in him. Hereby know we that we dwell in him, and he in us, because we hath given us of his spirit. Because he hath given us of his spirit. And we have seen and do testify that the Father sent the Son to be the Savior of the world. Whoever so shall confess that Jesus is the Son of God, God dwelleth in him, and he in God. Whoever shall confess that Jesus is the Son of God, God dwelleth in him, and he in God. And we have known and believed the love that God hath to us. God is love, and he that dwelleth in love dwelleth in God, and God in him. Herein is our love made perfect, that we may have boldness in the day of judgment, because as he is, so are we in this world. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casteth out fear, because fear hath torment. He that feareth is not made perfect in love. We love him because he first loved us. If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother whom he hath seen, how can he love God whom he hath not? And this commandment have we from him, that we who loveth God love his brother also. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Everybody, have a blessed day. And remember, love your brother. Because there's no way that we could say that we love the Most High. We can't love the things that we can see, feel, and touch. There's no way we could say that we could love the Most High if we're out here just doing evil. The way that we treat each other is a magnification of what we think about God and how God is in our lives. So we should try to take every opportunity that is proposed to us to do good to others. And we should turn down any opportunity that is proposed to us that would elicit us doing evil to others. The Most High said, vengeance is unto him. We're supposed to live our life letting things go, moving on, and being joyous. We're not supposed to live our life living inside of a pit of destruction, hate, ignorance, jealousy, or any of the other sins that we suffer from on a daily basis. So go out there into the world. Try your best to be your best. Know that you will never be perfect, as so I will never be perfect, and we will fail. But that's what God is paying attention to. How do we conduct ourselves after a failure? Do we give up on our faith, or do we stay virtuous? Do we decide that God don't love us, or do we say God must love us because the devil keeps attacking? What is our perspective? What is our heart? The Most High tells us who we are. The Most High tells us who everybody else is. The thing about that is you have to be in tune with God. Because when you aren't, them snakes look like cuddly teddy bears. So go out there in the world, do kindness, be good. Remember, we don't do kindness for the sake of others. We do kindness for our own sake and to show our love that we have for God, the Most High, our Creator, and the pillar, the bedrock, or should be the bedrock of your life, because he's damn sure the bedrock of mine. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you, and that's all I got on this one. I'm out.